If you've been hearing phrases like digital real estate, rank and rent, or local lead generation, and it still feels kind of unclear, this video is going to simplify it in a way you can actually use. Because most people don't avoid starting because they're not motivated. They avoid starting because the steps are scattered. One person says, pick any niche. Another person says, go after big cities. Another says, build a huge site with 50 pages. And after a few days of watching content, you're left with the same problem. You still don't know what to do first. So here's what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to explain the model in plain English, show you the simple structure behind it, and give you a realistic first step roadmap so you can decide if this is even a fit for you. Digital real estate, in the rank and rent sense, is basically this. You build a focused website that targets one local service in one location based on searches people already type into Google. That's it. So instead of trying to build a general business website, you build something that matches a specific search like junk removal in Tampa, tree service in Fresno, roof repair in Peoria, concrete contractor in Greenfield. You're not trying to go viral. You're not trying to become an influencer. You're building something that shows up when someone is already looking for that service. Now let's talk about the rent part because that's where people get confused. The idea is if you can create an asset that generates leads, calls, form submissions, quote requests, you can partner with a local business who wants more customers and route those leads to them. Sometimes people structure that as a monthly rental for the site. Sometimes it's pay per lead. Sometimes it's a simple partnership arrangement. The key concept is the same. The website is the asset, and the value comes from matching local demand to a local provider. Now, before you go any further, I want you to quickly self-check something, because this is where the model either clicks or it doesn't. If you like the idea of building something that compounds over time, learning a practical skill like local SEO, and working on an asset you control, you'll probably like this model. If you hate the idea of doing basic setup work, being patient while something builds momentum, or talking to local businesses at some point, then this might not be for you, and that's fine. So assuming you're still here, let's break down the actual structure, because the structure is what removes the confusion. There are 3 pillars. Pillar 1, niche. This is simply the service you're targeting, a local service people search for, often with urgency. Examples: junk removal, tree service, roof repair, pest control, appliance repair, concrete, landscaping. Pillar 2, location. This is your target city or area. Pillar 3, keyword intent. This is the service plus city structure, the exact way real people search. So the basic blueprint is pick a niche, plus pick a city, plus build around the service and city search. If you understand that, you're already ahead of most people who keep it abstract. Now, here's where most beginners mess it up. They try to solve the entire business in one day. They try to pick the perfect niche, the perfect city, the perfect domain name, the perfect website. They worry about logos, branding, social media, 30 pages of content, and then nothing gets built. So let me give you a much more realistic first version approach. Your goal at the start is not to build an advanced website. Your goal is to build a clean first draft that does 3 things. It clearly matches a real search phrase. It provides a simple way for a visitor to contact you, and it's good enough to improve over time. That's the mindset shift that makes this doable for normal people with limited time. Now let's walk through a simple step-by-step roadmap you can actually follow. Step 1. Pick a niche that people search for consistently. You're looking for services that solve real problems, not trends. Step 2. Pick a location that's big enough to have demand, but not so competitive that you're immediately fighting giant companies. A lot of beginners either go way too big, like major metro areas, or way too small where there's not enough demand. There's usually a middle ground. Step 3. Map your core keyword structure. At the simplest level, that's service and city, and a few close variations people actually type. Step 4. Build the first version of the site. That can literally be one solid page to start, as long as it's structured clearly. Headline that matches the service and city, short explanation of the service area, contact form or phone number, and a few trust-building elements like FAQs or what to expect. Step 5. Improve it over time with a few supporting pages and basic local SEO steps. But the most important part is that you have something real to improve. Now, I also want to help you avoid the two biggest traps I see. Trap number one, trying to be perfect instead of being publishable. If you don't have a first draft, you have nothing to improve. Trap number two, treating this like magic passive income. This is not magic. It's a practical model that rewards consistency. It's closer to building a small digital asset than it is to buying a lottery ticket. And if you keep it grounded, simple niche, simple city, simple first build, it becomes straightforward. Now, here's a useful way to think about your next decision, because this is where engineering the right decision matters. You have three options after this video. Option one, keep watching more videos, not judging, but if you've already been doing that, you know where it leads. Option two, try to piece it together from scattered tips. You might get it, but you'll probably waste time restarting. Option three, take one small action today. Pick one niche and one city you want to explore and write down 10 service and city keyword phrases. That one step alone forces clarity. So here's what I'd suggest if you want to actually use this. Pause the video for 60 seconds and write down 3 niches you could see yourself building around and 3 cities you'd consider targeting. Then pick one combination to test. If you want, drop your niche and city in the comments, and I'll tell you if it looks like a reasonable starting combo based on the model. And that's it. No hype, no complicated theory, just a simple framework. One service, one city, real search demand, and a clean first draft you can build on. If this helped, subscribe for more videos where I break down niche ideas, city selection, and beginner-friendly local SEO steps without making it complicated. You can download our starter kit by clicking the link in the comments.